Yeah, me too.
Just a minute.
I hate technology.
Right?
It's very gonna work, Bob.
Test mic, let's see if.
Sound check.
Brad, do you have sound now, Brad?
Video's not even on yet.
Oh,
There's nothing on.
okay.
You may have to log out of the current session
Yeah.
and log into the new one that she just created. The one that you were watching will be dead.
This is a part 2.
Okay, anything now?
I think that's message saying, okay, good to go.
Then we're good to go?
Yes.
Says we're good to go.
Start from the beginning.
I'll
Start from
technical.
motioning to come out of executive session.
Okay, so just so the folks at home know, we actually did not go beyond the allotted executive session. We started the meeting again. We were told that our video and audio was not working, so we're gonna go through the motions here one more time. So I move to come out of executive session.
Our second. Tim Van Hookey.
Yes.
Katie Harrington.
Yes.
Edwin Woolhouse.
Yes.
Melissa Guns.
Yes.
Matthew Wells.
Yes. And then I have a statement to read. We have a decision to make. Not one to be taken lightly, one however that will speak life or death to people. On a per capita basis, Kansas is home to more struggling rural hospitals than any other state. Kansas has 104 rural hospitals and more than 80% of them are losing money according to the Center for Healthcare Quality and Payment Reform, a nonprofit think tank. More than half are deemed at risk of closing this year alone. The biggest problem from rural hospitals is a combination of high percentage of Medicaid and Medicare patients and payments from private insurance companies like those in the government programs that don't cover the cost of providing services. However, under a new federal program, we could qualify for a subsidy of approximately $2 million a year plus a 3% increase in Medicare payments by becoming a federally designated rural emergency hospital. However, we must be a functioning rural hospital that meets these conditions in order to qualify. This organization that we are looking to partner with will provide these services. In our case, the fact that Kansas hasn't expanded Medicaid is also a factor. Kansas is one of 10 states that hasn't accessed the additional federal dollars under the Affordable Care Act. By expanding eligibility for the health care programs for low-income people and those with disabilities, the Kansas Hospital Association estimates that Kansas would receive an additional $6.2 billion in funding if it had expanded to Medicaid when this opportunity arose in 2014. I ask that you would start pressing your state legislator and legislatures to make this happen for our people. We are so thankful that Ascension has helped to provide the ER services today, but they too have been subsidized with free rent and free utilities provided by Legacy. The same offer has been extended on the ER to our new partners. At this moment, everyone is coming to the table, working hard to make this a reality. And now it's our turn. The people of this town have a long history of helping to take care of their neighbors by providing financial assistance to healthcare in our community. Independence had an answer, and it's been extremely costly for them, with local government and donors investing more than $2 million and additional private providers another $7 million, they were able to fill the void left by one hospital. And it's been demanding, with volunteers logging thousands more miles transporting seniors around the region for care since that hospital closed. Labette County, to date, subsidizes with $1.8 million in subsidies, and that is only the money that comes from the tax provided. We are faced today with the decision to say yes to a path that will save lives and allow us to move forward towards a more secure future of healthcare in our city, and to say to the people that we choose your lives and your safety as being of paramount importance to us. The Bible shows us that all good things come with sacrifice. God bless you all. We are presented this evening with an opportunity to partner with the county and with other organizations within our community to provide an ER for our city and for our county. The company that we are looking to work with is Everwell Medical, and they are willing to come in and provide these services. Legacy is doing everything that they can, from my understanding, to provide the free rent to them and several other concessions that they are making that are far beyond what we're being asked to make tonight.
I would like to add to what you were talking about. It's so important that we take care of the health of our citizens. We have a lot of folks that are retired down here. I'm hoping to get there myself one of these days. These services are key, but it's not just only the health of our citizens, which is the most important, but it's also the health of the economy of our city and our county as well. We have a lot of key businesses down here, whether big or small. We have a lot of activities down here where people come to this town for. And I gotta tell you, if you don't have an ER in your community, then you're not just jeopardizing what the most important thing, which is everybody's health, you're jeopardizing that community's livelihood as well. So it's a great decision, and I'm sure that Matthew's gonna share more here real quick, but the decisions that we're making are first and foremost for the health of our citizens, but also for the health of our economy and our community.
I believe the Lord has blessed us extremely as a city, and we find ourselves in the financial position to be able to offer $600,000 towards this project. This money will not cause any raise in taxes for anyone. This is because of the diligence and the foresight of our financial partners and those helping us work through our budgets that we've been able to see an increase in our sales tax and to be able to save the money needed for these emergency situations. And that is what we are looking to do this evening. Is there anyone in the room this evening that feels they have a comment that will help further our conversation? If not, then commissioners, I'm looking for a motion.
I would move that we commit up to $600,000 in conjunction with what the county commission or the county and other potential entities within our city to make sure that Fort Scott maintains and keeps an emergency room.
May I ask that we amend that to say contingent upon those facts?
Yes,
and the signing of the
contingent
contract?
upon the signing of a contract with Everwell.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Edwin Waha,
Yes.
Melissa Guns,
Yes.
Tim Van Hookey,
Yes,
Katie Harrington,
Yes.
Matthew Wells.
I thank you all, and I will give glory to God as I abstain from this vote.
Jim, did I call you?
yes.
I did,
What did you call me?
okay. I went off script, so I'm sorry.
No public comments?
Move to adjourn?
Wait.
Second.
We have one gentleman raised his hand.
Yes, Mr. McCoy?
Does the light come on?
Yes.
If it's blue.
Push towards the top of the mic.
That's okay. Didn't he leave lighting?
Who do you want to set up at the table?
I can just speak in anything that works, if that's okay.
Oh, it's okay. There you go.
Commissioners, I had the privilege of attending the county commission meeting. A couple comments. Number one is I'm here representing myself. I think that we as a community need to establish a healthcare task force made up of community individuals such as city, county, for the betterment of all. I think that this would be a benefit and not a hardship. My concern with it is, as I stated at the county commission meeting, is that there has been a number of, I'll use the term from World War II, loose lips sink ships. And so if one is made up, it's very important that we have a non-disclosure agreement so that people do not talk about things. Companies, corporations, organizations that make decisions, make them based on good, sound business decisions. And those decisions are not things that are discussed with everybody else in public. So if we're going to benefit our community in regards to healthcare, those that may be on the board should be very concerned about communication outside. Now, I think it's important that people know and understand what's going on. There's an appropriate place and time, and it's important to say sometimes that at this particular moment, what information we have is little of any, but here's what we have. So at least saying that we have X amount of information, we are working towards this project diligently. No guarantees, no promises, but there is a lapse of information which people feel, at least from their postings in Facebook, that there's a multitude of individuals who seem to know somehow things that have been going on. And I don't believe, in my opinion, that that's all of that is in the best interest of us going forward in regards to healthcare. Or putting another cap on people wanting to come here and invest in businesses when they see all the poopy stuff that's out on Facebook. And so we are a good community, we are a good city, we're a good county, and looking forward, we have much opportunities if things work out. And so everybody wants to know what they are. Well, everybody who's not involved in that decision-making process cannot know and understand all those things. I'm not saying that they're not intelligent, they're not valuable, that's not the point. It's corporations, entities make decisions, should make them on good, sound business decisions. And so if not, someone should speak to that. If they can, someone should speak to it. So I appreciate your time and I applaud your decision and hope that the top topic came up at the county commission meeting. Who are the other entities that may participate in this? And so at that time, it was talked about that they possibly or most likely are the taxing entities, which is the city of Fort Scott, Bourbon County, USD 234, 235, and Fort Scott Community College, contributing towards the total funds necessary to keep an emergency room here. And I would tell you, as an older person, it's important we have an emergency room. As a former business person.
Why'd you look at Bob?
I was gonna ask that too.
Because I respect Bob.
I think that's age discrimination.
I don't think I'm in a working situation, I'm a volunteer and I get paid nothing. But it's respect for someone. I was looking at your shirt, KU, way to go.
There you go, all right.
Lost my train of thought. It's very important for a business to have an emergency room here. We have machinery here that people could accidentally hurt themselves significantly. So I have used our emergency room, both in the past when it was Mercy and now, and I had excellent service there. Again, I'm saying that on my behalf, not on any entity I'm involved with. And so just based on that, I applaud your decision and just wanted to let the public that may be listening that had a concern, who are those other entities? And thank you for your opportunity to speak.
Prior to the motion to adjourn, we think we should give a chance to Commissioner Guns. Did you have any questions or anything you wanted to add?
No, I think Mr. McCoy just said it all.
Okay, and then how about our city manager, Mr. Mackin?
No, thank you, we're good, thank you.
Is there anyone else that had anything to say?
I turned it off, sorry.
So here I get to speak as a citizen and not a commissioner. So, and as a citizen, I don't live in Fort Scott, I live in the county, but spend a lot of money here and absolutely thank you for my family and everybody else that will use that emergency room in the future. You saved lives today. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
Wait 1 second. Mark, was there anything from Ready that wanted to speak on behalf?
Hi, my name is Mark McCoy, and now as the chairman of the Ready Board, Bourbon County Regional Economic Development wishes to be a participant in this endeavor. We are having a meeting. I do not know of how much financial ability we may be able to do, but I would encourage, as I mentioned in the county commission meeting, thank you for reminding me, it's very important to businesses that we have an emergency room, and I think this is a time for some of them to step up to the plate and to make a contribution towards this, a commitment. It'd be the benefit of your employees and all of those here in Bourbon County. So Bourbon County Ready will make a financial contribution to this.
Thank you.
I'm just not able to say the amount at this time. Thank you.
Just send a blank check over, we'll do the rest.
As the guy that signs the checks, I send no blank checks over to anyone. And full disclosure, Mr. Van Hookie's on the board, and I appreciate your support, but I would not give my wife or my son or my daughter a check without the amount.
One thing I can say about the people of this community is that when we need each other, everyone is there to help out. And that is one thing about living in this area that I would not change for anything in the world. Because the people that I see, and the people that I know, they care about this community, they care about each other. That is worth more than anything. Your motion, sir.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Katie Harrington,
Yes.
Evan Wolhoff,
Yes.
Melissa Gunn, Tim Van Hickey,
Yes.
Matthew Wells.
God bless you all. Yes.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Bam. Next week's meeting, please take off the shorts.
You see his car outside.
I'll see you in the morning, hopefully. I know he's playing golf.
Mr. Dan Hookie, you have a minute for me on your way out? It's about housing, so it has nothing to do with healthcare.
See you, brother.
Well, I wish you picked a topic, should have something about just once.